Welcome to the very first episode of Firewatch. Give me just a sec to make sure that my audio is recording, and I will be right with you. La la la. Okay. It is recording. Press X to start. Ooh. New game. Campo Santo presents in a cooperation with Panic Incorporated. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. I lived there. Not in 1975, though. You see Julia. Okay. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So, what's your, major? You're pretty. You slur the word major and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology. Was that a burn? You ask. She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you're Julia's boyfriend. She probably closed the back of the truck. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life feels good. Julia wants to get a dog. As a scruffy, undersized beagle, Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. Bucket's a good dog. 1 week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. The heat still radiates off the high desert. What am I doing? What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? Oh, they're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have some. A couple little idiots. That would be pretty good. One day. Why rush? In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I'd like that. You say? These kids are going to be screwed up enough. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. So she's absolutely right. Do I only have like 3 fingers? You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Don't forget to check in. No fireworks. This is what Boulderites do. They run through the forest. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after he's gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. You get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to go fuck yourself and to not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. He-Man. You look awesome. Yep, this is what Boulderites like to do. Look at this. Orange sky. Oh. Just like being in Colorado for reals. (1982) During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. Better walk Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck, dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking. When she is stressed, you confront the attacker. Your arm gets cut up a bit, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It is a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. You ask her if she'll commute. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you don't want to move. You tell her not to pass it up if that's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret. For now. Where is Julia? He-Man! That's wonderful. I wanted to see a grown man penis. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. Julia's affliction gets worse. She cannot remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They're crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care. A home. It sits with you for a couple months. Again, the typical Boulderite thing. Look at all these aspens. Oh, I love Colorado. Oh. It's impossibly hard. The worst is with you when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night you're stopped at the DUI checkpoint. You blow a 10.0 and taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in, and they tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Firewatch. I don't know why I read that entire thing as a Russian. Probably because we have a lot of Russians in Colorado. A lot of Germans, too. A lot of everybody, really. Enter the lookout tower. Oh. Look at those freaking mountains. That must be, well, yeah, I'm in the middle of the mountains, so I don't know which way is west. Oh.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Um,
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Huh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
oh, Firewatch. What time is it? Oh, day 1. Well, this is where I'm going to end it for just, like, I don't know, a few minutes. Possibly an hour. I don't know.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
How do I not do that?